3, 2, 1.
You know what I feel like doing?
What?
I feel like kicking back, relaxing, getting comfy. Welcome to the Get Comfy Game Break. I'm your host, Kalo, as always, here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, and I'm joined by my co-host.
DJ Wildfire. What's up, everybody?
And our special, now not an intern, but member of the Get Comfy podcast crew. Say what's up.
It's funny, man. I've been just getting upgraded every other week.
Yeah, every other week.
It's a downgrade.
It's
It's
a
upgrade again.
It's baby steps.
But it's your boy. You know who I am, JVR. You can catch me on J313HP on Instagram.
There it
That's
is.
where I'm at.
It'll be in the links down below, too, if you want to go check them out on Instagram. I highly recommend it.
I do like photography and stuff like that, so that's just it.
Get them angles. But
Gotta
you
get
know,
them angles.
The anglers.
that's something I don't do. But you know, things I just don't do in general is there's some games I don't really like. There's some games I don't want to check out for certain reasons, and we're going to talk today about games we haven't played yet that might be popular to the rest of the gaming world, and we just don't want to give it a shot. We're just very closed-minded here. You know,
I have a perfect game, but I know
want
you're going to hate me for this.
I want you to go first because I want to hear this.
All right. So there's a game, broke records, I'm not a big fan of, and that's Red Dead 2.
Oh
What?
my gosh, you might be fired after this.
I mean, I have one that's kind of like big too, but like I understand the hype behind it.
Yeah.
I understand the hype behind Red Dead 2. I'm just not a big fan of it.
Have you played it?
Yes.
He owns it. He has it.
I have it.
Oh,
I have
what
it. PS4.
I wish I had had for Xbox, but you'll give it to me. I haven't bought it yet neither, but that's just because I was working like crazy. But that's definitely a game that's on my radar that I'm definitely picking up.
So I want to know more about this.
I have Red Dead 2,
We're going to dissect your brain here.
but here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of it because it's
You
just...
never want to be a cowboy?
Not that. It's just because it's such a long story.
Oh, it's very long.
That's why I don't want to go through all that shit. It's just so much work. And plus, I have other games like COD I have to worry about because it's daily shit I have to do.
Yeah.
And once I do that, I'm usually playing with a few friends or like my uncle because like he really likes to play Blackout. So it's just like I have other games to play with other people.
I think Con has mind control over you, bro.
Yeah. I told you, he's the COD IV inside of
I'm
him.
telling you, COD is like my go-to thing.
Who's making COD now? What developer?
Treyarch is right now, and I think not Sledgehammer. Infinity Ward is doing the next one. So
Okay.
Modern Warfare 4 might come out.
Who knows? But, you know, Red Dead, I want to get back into this because...
Yeah, I knew you're gonna get so mad at me because Red Dead is your favorite game of all time.
Yeah, recently.
That's how COD is for me. That's how Red Dead is to you.
Kevin,
Yeah.
have you ever went back and played the original Red Dead?
Yes.
Okay.
I played Red Dead 1. I've played bits and pieces of Red Dead Harlow, which is like a weird Red Dead Redemption game that no one knows about. And see that face? Yeah, there was another Red Dead game.
I had no idea.
It was very basic. I think it was on the PlayStation 2. It was called Red Dead Harlow, if I'm not mistaken.
PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
You sure not 3?
No, it was 2.
You sure?
I'm like 75% sure.
'Cause I know the original Red Dead came out for the PS3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So it
so...
was before that?
Yeah, it was before that. I know for a fact it was before the original Red Dead. Or
Okay.
that Red Dead. So, Red Dead 2, and I'm baffled. But everyone's entitled to their opinions, and I'm going to let it slide because you're a good worker here.
Thank you.
No problem. You know, I understand the length of the story because it's
I'm
admittedly...
a very lazy person. You've known this. I beat COD campaigns in like 3 hours.
That's because they're short.
Yes, and they were great.
Do you
They're-
also play Grand Theft Auto stories?
Yes.
Those are also pretty long stories as well.
Compared to Red Dead 2,
Well, I feel like in
I'm saying.
GTA, there's more distracting you from in between missions. Red Dead 2, you're in the middle of the wilderness and it's very quiet and there's not much to grab your attention.
So it's like, all right, here's something to do. And
Like-
me and GTA is different because like I get bored, so I just like use a cheat code to like get a wanted level. I take out my minigun and just spray all the police officers.
See, Red Dead 2, and I've said this plenty of times, I think it's one of the best games of all time. I think that what Rockstar did there as far as open world games, and I've said I love open world
They
games.
did great. They did really good on the game.
It's just,
It's not my type of style.
I feel like if you're not invested in the characters, then you're just not going to care. Like, I assume you don't really care about the people.
Not really.
Not to say that, like, that's a bad thing. You know, there's games, and we're going to talk about our games that we don't like. And I'm just amazed. Red Dead 2. Wow.
Yeah, I know. It baffles everybody. But I'm not a really big fan of it.
It's understandable, though. It's an acquired taste, just like, you know, for my game, which is, we've talked about this off air, I didn't like Dark Souls. Dark Souls, I know, has a cult following, and I know if you're one of those fans, I respect your game. I totally do. But I just can't stand the pressure of having to live through the whole campaign without dying.
That's like almost impossible. Sick.
Or you can die, but you can go back to like the fireplaces or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I know it's just a big reset whenever you die. And I know that it's a very impossible game to play. Like, it's very, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's difficult. Like, and, you know, I'm more of a gamer where I don't want things over complicated.
No, you want to just
Like, I want a challenge, but I want something that will just let me go. Like, let me do my own thing.
You want to decompress at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Something that's making you, like... I know y'all can't see me, but, like, I was just, like, kind of, like, twitching.
Yeah, getting into it. Really getting into it. And, you know, that's what video games are supposed to be. Like, grant you, there's people who think Dark Souls is exactly that. And I know there's people that love Dark Souls. And, hey, you know, we're all entitled to our opinions. But, yeah, Dark Souls is just something I never understood the hype about. And, you know, I don't think I ever will. Because I'm never really going to pick up one of those games. It just doesn't interest me.
It doesn't interest me either. It's like, I'm not a big fan of like really difficult games, but like something that'll like help you think.
Yeah.
And like you can't pass it without actually like thinking through stuff. That I don't mind. But if it's like something like super hard, where like the characters are like really overpowered and you have to figure out a way to like kill them, I don't like, because that gets me so angry.
Well, didn't that one game that just came out, I'm going to butcher the name, Sekiro?
The samurai one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made by the same people as Dark Souls.
And
That's why.
And I heard it was just like that, where the bosses, and I've seen my friend General Ram, and you've met General Ram.
Yeah, I've met Ram. Cool.
He streamed that game, and I was watching him play, and this one boss, it was on a horse, and I remember like he'd always, because I watched him die multiple times, and like I know the boss's intro was like, my name is something something whatever, and like he's on a horse and he's just beating the shit out of Ram every single time, and I'm just like, I don't want to play this game. Like it looks like it's gonna just stress me out, and I'm gonna get pissed. And I never
That's
really
a good game to stream though.
Yeah, it was very popular like that first couple weeks it came out. But yeah, I just didn't want to play it because I knew it'd stress me out.
We should do something like that. We should do like a Get Comfy streaming thing.
You know, in the next couple weeks, we might miss a few podcasts, but we might be doing gaming streaming. Who knows?
We might stream on YouTube.
Who knows?
Ooh.
Yes, like I already stream on my YouTube channel,
Yeah.
on my PS4, and you've seen gameplay. You've seen how good I am in Blackout.
I left you a comment one day, and you didn't notice me.
I gotta find that video.
Yeah, you do.
Why you ain't noticing Kevin, man?
Yeah, no, his boss. Go figure. He doesn't respond.
I think
That
I
was his
I
off
think
time,
I
though.
did.
That was his off time though. So.
I think I did, but not in
No,
the
you
comments.
didn't.
I think I told you in person.
I don't know. I just know I came into one of your Fortnite gameplays, and I'm like, oh, I heard you
I was
suck at
playing
Fortnite.
with Dennis. I was playing duos. I thought that was his friend, honestly.
And
'Cause me and him, we always go at it saying we're trash. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, Fortnite is just another.
But my game that like I know it has like a big release scene and everything, and it actually just got released, but like I kind of don't care because I'm probably not gonna pick it up. But I would play it if I set up a friend house. Is Mortal Kombat.
You know what?
Mortal Kombat's fun to watch, but not fun to play because it's like Street Fighter, but like really brutal.
Yeah.
Well, you got to know how to do the finishers or like the combos or whatever. And I'm not one to organize combos.
Nah.
I'm more of just like, I want to fight. I want to beat the shit out of my buttons and like just try to play.
Yeah, but like any like fighting game, really, like I'm not a big fan of like the Injustice series or anything like that. Like I could watch them on YouTube, but like actually going out and spending my money to buy them, I probably won't do that. But I am a very competitive person, and if you beat the shit out of me that first time me and you both play, best believe I'm going and buy that game so I could get better at it. So when I come back, I'd be like, yeah, nigga, I've been practicing.
Oh, 100%. We used to do that with Yu-Gi-Oh.
practicing.
We used to do that with Duel Links. We used to play. I remember every time I beat you like 3 times, maybe in my whole career, and the rest of the times you just shafted me every single game.
Yeah,
but
that was my game. Though. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I have to
Yeah.
get it back on my phone.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is the top dog, in my opinion. So you too. I'm trying to think of another game that like people got that I just didn't really understand the hype. Maybe, you know what? Sunset Overdrive. I know it's an Xbox exclusive game. It was one of those games that came out when
When first released, I remember it as well. That's when I was working at GameStop.
yeah, people
I
praised
think,
it as like a very good like third person game where you can kind of like navigate the whole level like in a weird way.
It was like
kind
a skateboarding, zombie shooting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was kind of like Dead Rising meets like Skate 3 kind of or something like that. But it was just one of those releases where I was like, you know what? It's one of the main titles for the Xbox One when it first came out, and I didn't understand it. I was just like, I'm just gonna play Dead Rising 3. I actually think came out for the Xbox One.
It did. It probably dropped like a month afterward.
Yeah, because I remember the first set of games I got was NBA 2K. LeBron was on the cover. I remember that year.
No, that year it was a bunch of different people. It was.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It was LeBron.
It was like
Kevin
different.
Durant.
Yeah, it was different athletes for
And
different
Stephen
consoles,
Curry.
right? I think so.
Curry beat the shot.
You just.
Oh, they're all in one. It could have been.
No, they're not all in one. They're just different covers for them. So like.
Got you.
Because I was actually working at GameStop, so the way they send it, you just got a bunch of different copies of the cover.
That's interesting. Yeah. So, DJ Wildfire, do we have another game that you just don't understand the hype behind? I know you're PlayStation biased over there.
2K.
2K.
Not a big fan of sports games that much.
Really?
FIFA I'll play, but everything else not really.
See, that's me with FIFA.
No, here's the thing. FIFA's fun to play. I just don't play it much. I'm not good at it.
I just suck at FIFA.
True.
I just slide
You're
tackle.
not good at a lot of games.
I slide tackle the shit out of anybody I'm playing. Like I don't care about.
Me too. When I'm bored and I'm playing against really good people, I was like, you know what, fuck this. So I switch to every player and like slide tackle, so that it looks like everybody's falling on.
That's me against anybody. Like,
It's hilarious.
I could be against the worst player, and like every time I get the ball and I'm on a breakaway to score a goal, I always shoot the ball like a lot harder than it needs to because I don't understand the shooting mechanics.
I always tap it. If
It's
I
a
hold it
tap.
more, it just flies.
That's what I do. See, I'm
You
kicking.
hold it?
Yeah, I hold it.
You have to be by the other on the other side of the field and hit it.
See, that's what I do, and I just don't like FIFA. I know has a cult following because people love like what is
Soccer?
it? Well, soccer obviously, but like, what's that mode where you can like build your own team? It's kind of is it Ultimate Team or is it franchise?
It's Ultimate Team, and what it is, it's exactly like how the
Madden.
NFL, how you guys do it.
Yeah.
It's like the draft pick. What we do for FIFA, I think I played it like twice, and that's because my cousin already like built up something.
Yeah.
So you could open up packs to get players. It's like supply drops.
Yeah.
If you get lucky, you get a really good player. But usually you
Gotcha.
start off with like a decent player. And whenever like I ever like started it, I usually got Messi or Ronaldo. Those like the two best players ever.
Wasn't there was a video I remember of FIFA, this dude opening up a pack and he got like a Ronaldo, I think it was like the gold, like the best card in the game.
Because you could level up players. But if you have
Gotcha.
like duplicates of like the player cards, you could actually trade them in and get a better one.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I have like 4 gold ones, I can make a platinum one or something. Like some
Jeez.
BS stuff like that.
FIFA is a game I'll just never truly understand because I'm not good at it.
I don't play it like Ultimate Team like ever.
Soccer, so.
Yeah.
Soccer's fun to play. That's it.
Yeah, I understand that. But I think that about does it here for the Get Comfy Game Break. I hope y'all enjoyed. Remember, we upload every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on all major listening platforms and YouTube. And if you like what we do here, go check out Get Comfy on the Throne, which is our Game of Thrones-centered podcast. And go check out the OG Get Comfy podcast on all major listening platforms, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you know what? We'll see you guys next time.
See you.
The whole weekend planned out for y'all.
We got you, man. We'll see you.